Hello, hello. This is Creating Cards with Sherry. I'm Sherry, and I'm so glad that you have joined me today for my simple Sunday video. I forgot what it was called. Um, but it's great to see you again and to be with you and to show you some fun things that have come out in our new mini catalog and some free items that you can purchase as well. So this particular item is actually the Memorable Blooms, and I decided to make it a watercolor card, or at least have a watercolor image to go on the card. So what I did is, in order to do that, you need to have some watercolor paper and pencils. And so you will want to keep that in mind. I have a kit that is provided with Stampin' Up! Called Nature's Paintings Kit. And it comes in a booklet with all sorts of designs on watercolored paper. So if you wanted to, you could make your own design on the back of one of these sheets. There's also a couple empty sheets at the far back that you can use, and that's what I did. And I'm just going to show you real quick how this works, all right? The fun of this watercolor stuff is that you don't have to paint the whole image. Or you don't have to color the whole image. And I'm going to show you how this works. You just have to go kind of on the outline of it all. And then I'm using another color here. All right, and just kind of scribble it in there. And then they give you a watercolor painter, and you'll fill that with water. And then you just take this and you start to paint over it. Now you'll want to squeeze it just a tad to make sure that you get some water out. Otherwise it won't paint for you. And then you just start to go at it. Now I'm going to put, before I go too much into this, I'm going to add some more dark in there. There we go. That'll spread around a little better. And you can see how it just paints it all together for you. And it's really relaxing and a lot of fun. If you're one that loves to color and you get those coloring books and your pencils and stuff, and you love to sit and color, this would be the perfect thing for you. Okay, I'm going to do one more just in case I was down too far on my board for you to see. So I'm going to just do one more flower. And I'm just going to, I'm not really even being careful with the way I'm coloring it other than staying within the lines. I'm just being kind of sloppy about it all. And I'm just going to put some of this. These colors are Flirty Flamingo and Berry Burst. And then you take your water painter and just go like this, and it kind of all blends together. Lots of fun to do. And using the watercolor painter, I'm a little more careful, wanting to make sure that I don't go outside the line and I get everything that I wanted to color. But that's how you do the watercoloring. So you have to make sure that you have watercolor paper and watercolor pencils. And all these supplies are on the website. So you can buy the kit if you want to of the Nature's Paintings, or I know we sell watercolor paper and watercolor pencils, and you can choose. And we also sell the painters, so you can choose whatever you want But this kit not only gives you that paper, but it also provides you with the painter and some colored pencils. So it's just up to you what you want to do. So anyway, Memorable Blooms is the name of the stamp bundle, and it has some really nice stamps on it. Got some flowers and leaves, and I really like the most of the sayings on here. They all have to do with thank you and being appreciative and so on and so forth. So if you're looking for something that you really want to share your gratitude with, this is a great set. And then it has these fun dies. This is really fun. I'll show you how that was used. There's some leaves there, and then these cut out the flowers. And so that's the bundle. And we're going to be taking a look at that today. The DSP, or the Designer Series paper that I'm using, is something that you get free from our Celebration catalog called Bloom Impressions. And those are all the different colors and shades. These smaller boxes are what's on the other side of those papers. So it's two-sided, 6. I think you get 2 of each design. So, or 12 if you want to call it that. I'm using this particular one today. You will need to do this if you want to do it just like I, 5.5 by 4.25. And 5.5 scored at 4.25, I should say. And then you take 5.25 by 4 to put on the inside, and 5.25 by 4 to put on the outside of your card. So I'm just going to put this on the inside because this is where my message would go that I would want to write to my friend. And then this is going to go on the top side of my card. Now, I took some watercolor paper. I painted these with a StazOn ink rather than the Memento, but I think you can use either. I just went, to be on the safe side, I used the StazOn because I know it won't bleed. And I went ahead and made these images. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my message right down here in the corner. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that with my Black Tuxedo Memento ink. And I'm going to practice on this one to make sure I've got it. Yep. Okay. There we go. You've been on my mind. And then I'm going to put dimensionals to apply these. So let me find my dimensionals here. All right. Flip these over. This is a real simple card to make once you get it all painted or colored or however you want to do your card. Alrighty. Almost right here. And then make it one more out there. All right. Then what I want to do is I want to put these, I did 2 leaves so that I could put them back to back, so to speak. Just like that, to fill up my card. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to take the paper backing off of these. And I'm going to put this down right here. And I'm going to put this down this way. Now I've left a little gap in there for two reasons. Number one, I know I can fit my flowers in between there and it'll cover up any of that open space. But I also did that because of my dimensionals and where they land. And so I wanted them to be as close to the same height as my leaves were. If you put yours closer, you won't want to put these dimensionals on. You'll just want to pop it on with some mini glues or some liquid glue. Otherwise, if you do it on top, then everything becomes really big and it can lean and that sort of thing between the two leaves, and you don't want that to happen. And there we go. That's our card. Very simple with the Memorable Blooms bundle. Okay. So I really like this. I think it's a lot of fun and it turned out to be really pretty. And I am going to use, let's see, iridescent faceted gems on these to sparkle it up a little bit. So let's get started with that. I'm going to put one down there. I love these gems. I think they're so pretty. There. And one more up there. There we go. And there we have our Memorable Blooms card that we've made for today. Now I'm going to show you some other ones that I did with those die cuts. I showed you that one that had that fancy die cut there. And I put this together for that one. And then I did this one. I love this one too. This one's, I don't know which one's my favorite, but I like them both very much. And so this was another one that I did. I just had a layer of, I mean, this is all basic white. And except for the DSP paper, I cut out a small section of that to put behind and tape that in the back of this, and then I just took dimensionals and put it on top. And these are not watercolored painted, whatever. I used blending man, I can't talk today. Our blending pens to color this. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. The watercolor, just the die cuts, or the blending with our blending pens. And so that's what you can get out of the Memorable Blooms die cuts, or bundle. So thank you so much for joining me today. You have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you next week on my Tickle Tuesday video. Bye now.